Well, our next presenter was nominated for an Academy Award for his movie debut with Marilyn Monroe and Bus Stop. As writer, producer, actor on The Hoodlum Priest, he won numerous international awards and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His current production, Breathe, opens next month at the Macau Film Festival. Please welcome Don Murray.
Thank you. It's obvious that the producers of My Week with Marilyn chose Michelle Williams to play Marilyn Monroe because of the films that she had done throughout her brilliant career. Films that were really distinguished and in roles that were very varied. In films like Station Master and Brokeback Mountain and Blue Valentine. And it was the body of her work that got her cast as Marilyn Monroe. And I think it's appropriate that I am here to present this award only because I'm the last of the on-screen lovers of Marilyn Monroe, and I'm just happy to have a body that works. As we know, the films are the least individualistic of all the art forms. And it's called a director's medium, and sure it is in a way that the director directs the film, but it's also the writer's medium, the producer's medium, and it's the actor's medium. And the actors are the ones that the audience takes home with them. And what I notice about Michelle's work in My Week with Marilyn was that she created some moments that were so intimately familiar to me because I spent 14 weeks with Marilyn and had a lot of conversations where she was sort of struggling with things in her own life when she was in love with Arthur Miller, and she was very concerned about whether she could become an adequate wife to this great intellectual and this great playwright. And she had a conversation with me one day that began with, "Don, do you think a leopard could change its spots?" And then it was obvious that she was talking about whether she could become a satisfying wife to Arthur. And then she also said some things that were very, very funny, but she didn't know whether it was a sense of humor or whether she was just stating a fact. Like one time, the cinematographer said, "Hey, Josh, look, there's no way we can move the camera in this close because the camera's cutting off the top of Don's head." And Marilyn said, "Well, the audience knows he has a top to his head. It's been established." And what I think I appreciate most about this film is that the film itself, because I know that Michelle studied everything and read every book she could find on Marilyn, and obviously the producers, Harvey Weinstein and the director, Simon Curtis, and the producer, David Payfill. They did a lot of research, and the amazing thing is that if you read a lot of books about Marilyn, you read so much BS, because it's almost everyone has a point of view about Marilyn, and they write their book trying to support that point of view instead of seeking the truth. And the amazing thing is, I don't know how they did it, but there's not one thing in that film that is not truthful. And I knew a lot of things that were happening with her, and also in the circumstances in which she was doing that film, as well as Bus Stop. And there was nothing that wasn't truthful. The film was just a revelation. And Michelle's performance made me appreciate not only Michelle even more than I already did from her other films, but made me appreciate Marilyn more. And Michelle Williams has discovered the pearl of great price in acting. Honest emotion, intelligently applied. What she's done, and she always does in her films, is she holds the mirror up to nature, and she gets into acting that is beyond acting, into being. And there's no better acting than that. So I want to today just present with you first with a quote from the great bard, and that is, "Oh, we fortunate few." Michelle Williams.
Thank you. That's quite an introduction and something to live up to, and I don't think I can, but thank you. You just made my night. Oh dear. My friends have said that they've always wanted to see me win an award because they thought it would be funny to see me try and speak in public. And here I am, and I hope you're laughing, Busy. It seems to me that all that Marilyn Monroe really ever wanted was to be taken seriously as an actress. And she studied, she trained harder than me, and she never got the recognition that she deserved and craved, and I feel very lucky tonight to experience some of that. Thanks. I want to thank my director, Simon Curtis, for not letting me say no. And I want to thank Harvey? I want to thank Harvey Weinstein for not only making the movies of my dreams, but letting me be in 2 of them. And also to, I don't know, Busy, where you are, but to my steady girl and my forever date, Busy. Thanks for holding my hand all the time. I love you so much. Thanks.